Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Mac Attack XRP posting this. Okay, Ripple locks 1.2 billion XRP in escrow without releasing any tokens this month. Now, is this the first month they've actually not released any tokens? Ripple has put a significant amount of XRP tokens into the escrow wallet, but usually that is after they release 1 billion XRP into the ecosystem at the beginning of every month. So it is November the 2nd today. And XRP has been reinstated, or no, that's not the word I'm looking for. Ripple has put XRP back into the escrow, so they've done that part. But as per the data here, guys, apparently there have not been any XRP that was released. So according to data shared by Whale Alert, Ripple locked a whopping 1.2 billion XRP in escrow. The main specialty is that Ripple released 0 XRP this month before locking them up. The 1.2 billion tokens were locked in 3 separate transactions, so the first one down here at 500 million, the second one down here 200 million, and then another 500 million, which would equal 1.2 billion. Notably, the recent transactions contrast Ripple's monthly XRP released over the past month. Before Ripple puts back XRP in escrow, the blockchain company usually releases at least 1 billion units of XRP. And it is from the newly released tokens that the blockchain company locks some amount of XRP back into its escrow wallet. For instance, on certain occasions when Ripple unlocks 1 billion XRP at the start of every month, the blockchain company usually locks up 800 million units back into escrow. So this has been the trend that we've seen up until now. And my thought was that, they did it because they just didn't need that much XRP at that moment in time. So they decide, okay, we don't need 1 billion right now, so we will take 800 billion, which is 80% of what we just released, because as you guys know, the escrow is a timed release, and Ripple doesn't actually have control over how much is dropped. They decided it was going to be 1 billion per month back in 2017, and it has been that number ever since. But they do have the ability to put the XRP back into escrow, and so my thought was, we just don't need this much XRP right now. The ecosystem is not developed enough to use the XRP. And so, we'll put some of it back in the escrow and save it for a rainy day or whatever. Well, now, they didn't actually release, or at least it has not been documented that the 1 billion has been released, yet they put 1.2 billion XRP back into escrow. So this is getting me scratching my head. I don't know if maybe somebody missed something. Based on this, whenever Ripple unlocks 1 billion XRP every month from the escrow, it locks back at least 800 million, right? Which I mentioned. 200 million XRP coins cater to the company's operational costs. Unlike previous months, Ripple did not unlock the usual 1 billion XRP, instead locking up 1.2 billion XRP in escrow. So interesting here. If you guys have comments on this, please do put a comment down in the comment section. Wanted to keep moving because we are seeing lots of XRP move despite this fact. Michael Branch posting this, according to the blockchain tracker Whale Alert, Ripple whales have moved an immense amount. And guys, it's seeming like the amount just keeps getting larger and larger. According to the blockchain tracking platform Whale Alert, XRP whales have moved an immense amount of 975.1 million XRP in less than 2 hours. It felt like last week the highest amount that I saw was 800 and some odd million. The largest transaction recorded was 500 million XRP, worth about $230.36 million US, which was sent from an unknown wallet to a Ripple escrow wallet. So this is specifically for escrow, it looks as though, or at least that's what the wallet was labeled. The second largest transaction seen was a transfer of 3 million XRP worth 138.56 million from an anonymous wallet to Ripple. So some interesting things going on. It sounds like they're whales, but it sounds like this particular XRP is pre-purposed for an escrow of some sort. Not going into the escrow, but going into Ripple's escrow wallet. Okay, according to the Whale Alert, 500 million XRP tokens were immediately locked in escrow, a feature that allows users to set conditional crypto payments at Ripple escrow wallet. Furthermore, 200 million XRP tokens were also sealed in escrow at an anonymous wallet. So XRP on the move. But then there's the bizarre $1.2 billion going back into escrow without releasing any. Something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Anyway, guys, going to keep an eye on this. Want to keep moving, though. Wanted to thank Michael. Before I move on, the Cryptic Poet bringing this up with regards to VeChain. Okay, so VeChain is partnering with a $1 trillion company to offer a new asset class for investors. VeChain, another company that is making waves, VeChain and SupplyatMe, a cross-border fintech hub, launched its very first NFTs about inventory monetization transactions. This just happened on Monday. SupplyatMe minted these NFTs using the VeChain Thor blockchain. The transaction, worth 1.6 million euros, will significantly boost the cash flow of the business using the SupplyatMe platform. The transaction amount will allow businesses that design and manufacture vehicles access to more significant cash inflow. The cash flow is specially reserved for companies designing and manufacturing custom and industrial vehicles across Africa, Italy, and the United States. This NFT minting is the first ever in the inventory monetization industry. So an interesting use case here going to be provided on the VeChain blockchain. It offers a new asset class for investors and marks a new method for supply chain businesses, notably manufacturing and business. And that can access enormous funds for their business. SupplyatMe connects manufacturing businesses, regardless of their sector, with investors. So a new application here for NFT minting, inventory monetization industry. So guys, as you can see, NFTs are also taking off. They're also maturing. It's not just the Bored Apes artwork stuff that, we saw in 2021. That got a lot of people excited. NFT production going to mature. In the video I did this morning, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner, I talked a little bit about the XLS20 development and NFTs, building on the XRPL. So, more verticals too for the XRPL, going to lead to more demand for the XRP token. And it's looking as though VET doing the same kind of thing, right? More demand for the VET token based on all these partnerships, based on more use cases. Rather than use traditional asset-based or banking lending options, this innovative commercial facility is a better option for manufacturing businesses due to its greater cost effectiveness. It also helps them to avoid getting into debt to run their businesses. So there certainly are a lot of positive applications for this type of thing. And obviously, these companies are realizing this and want to streamline their process, partner with a blockchain company, in this case, partnering with VeChain. So interesting news there. Wanted to thank the Cryptic Poet for posting that. Also wanted to mention this, guys, from XRP Crypto Wolf. A new survey was commissioned by Ripple partner Bank of New York Mellon. Okay, and it's showing that tokenized products are highly popular among institutional investors. And guess what the percentage is? Nearly 100%. You can't get bigger than that. Of institutional investors say one crypto use case will revolutionize asset management. And again, who put on this survey? BNY Mellon. Giving you guys a little bit of context here because this is important. BNY Mellon, reinventing payments. Ripple posted this article back in November of 2016. These guys have been partnered up for a while. BNY Mellon is focused on reinventing payments. So is Ripple. And this was at that time when DLT technology within the banking sector was virtually non-existent, okay? In a recent report titled Reinventing Payments in a Modern Era, Worldwide Banking and Financial Services Corporation BNY Mellon evinces a cautious optimism about distributed ledger technology. The report points out challenges in the current payments infrastructure, risk, end-to-end costs, timeliness, customer experience, transparency, and management information for every step of the way. And with customer expectations driving a need for fully digital, cost-effective, and real-time customer experiences, BNY Mellon gives very familiar advice. Banks, customers, and fintechs alike will be best served by collaboration. So these guys have been on board with the Ripple train from the beginning. Back in 2016 as well, they were even talking about the regulatory rules of guidance to govern market participants as the technology evolves. And, fast forward 6 years, we're still not really there yet. Anyway, maybe a topic for another show. So BNY Mellon, Ripple have been partnered for a while. If you guys remember, I did do a couple of videos on this too. There's also the very suspicious death of BNY Mellon heir Matthew Mellon. And the fact that he had a whole bunch of XRP, I believe it was 500 million XRP locked up without the private keys accessible to anybody. He died mysteriously. And so if you guys didn't catch the video I did on that, I will link one up here in the top right-hand corner. I think I'll link this one from, I did it about 5 months ago, but I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner for you guys. So there are a lot of interesting connections here. Going back, though, to this survey conducted by that same bank, BNY Mellon, it's showing that tokenized products are highly popular amongst institutional investors. The survey, which polled 271 institutional investors, say that over 90% of their respondents would be interested in putting their money into tokenized products. Okay, so we have to understand their connection to Ripple. 91% of respondents expressed interest in investing in tokenized products. Benefits of tokenization include removing friction from transfers, obviously something Ripple has been striving to do from the beginning, and increasing access for mass affluent and retail investors at 86%. Every asset manager surveyed with more than $1 trillion assets under management is interested in investing in tokenized products. So every asset manager with over 1 trillion AUM is interested in this, guys. Okay, that is huge. According to the survey, 97% of the respondents believe that tokenization of assets will revolutionize the asset management industry. The assets that institutional investors would most likely see to be tokenized are private equity and hedge funds. Some of the most important benefits of tokenizations as per the survey. Okay, and this is what they said. Most important tokenization benefits are access to new or non-standard asset classes and the immutability and transparency of data, i.e., a distributed ledger technology. Other benefits include increased liquidity and reduced friction, i.e., faster settlement. All things that Ripple-enabled companies benefit from, all things that Ripple has strived to be better at since the beginning, and this is what their own statistics are telling them. Support for fractional ownership and lower costs via tokenization were rated least important. So fractional ownership, they don't really care about that because they're so rich, they don't have to worry about that. According to the survey commissioned by BNY Mellon, Hong Kong and Singapore are currently the global leaders in investing in tokenized assets. Well, maybe there will be a change to that one day. Of course, we do need the regulatory clarity in the United States in order to get this up and running, as BNY did mention back in 2016. Anyway, great news there. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for posting that. And this guy's from Big Time, Big Time on Twitter. Looks like the train has left the station, guys. He's retweeting out a tweet by the IMF. Okay, cross-border payments are on track to be transformed by digital money. And we've got a striking image here of a bullet train. Bullet train, new tokens and platforms may transform cross-border payments and potentially much more. Again, coming from the IMF, we know they have deep ties with Ripple. Let's also not forget what Rosie Rios said, the train has left the station, that classic remark, that classic phrase. Understanding that cryptocurrency adoption is on the horizon. Obviously, the IMF knows the same thing. So utilizing the bullet train imagery, is it a coincidence? Maybe it also represents the fast cross-border potential, the instant settlements, payments using RippleNet and DLT technology obviously will settle faster than the incumbent system in its current state. And notice too that they didn't just put any train, they put a bullet train on this document, and they even mention it here. It's a bullet train. Well, Marius Schwartz pointed this out, and I had to give it a shot. When you put in bullet train in the Gematria calculator, guys, what do you get? Well, let's scroll down here and take a gander. None other than Ripple and XRP. Coincidence? Perhaps. A sign of things to come from the IMF? Most definitely. And Rosie Rios originally mentioned this about a year ago. So it's been a year now where the train has left the station. The world is starting to run on Ripple in a meaningful capacity. Let's finally win this lawsuit and see where the price of XRP eventually goes. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.